Non-Compete presents a very special Breadcast. 60,000 subscribers. What a arbitrary number to be celebrating tonight. And now here are your spectacular hosts, American Johnson Hand, Haluna Gwyn. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this star-studded, spectacular, special black and red tie event. Do you know about what's going on lately, Luna?
What's going on?
Quite a bit. So the Trump administration is rounding up immigrants, basically using ICE, the fascist Gestapo force. And they are basically, putting them in the concentration camps, and it's pretty awful. There's some synagogues, and some folks are, trying to help shelter immigrants from the raids. So it's frustrating, it's upsetting, it's disgusting. It's everything that we saw coming for a long, long time. This goes back to, Obama was ramping up the immigration enforcement, quote unquote. So it started before Trump, but obviously Trump's administration has been able to really accelerate things a lot. It's really ugly. It's not a good time. There have been some actions against ICE. We got Donald Trump Jr. tweeted out a pretty rad video of some activists raising a Mexican flag on an ICE detention center. Of course, there are a lot of LARPy conservatives and fascists who are like, that's an act of war. Raising another state's flag on American terror is an act of war. They should have been treated as enemy combatants. Well, they're being treated worse than enemy combatants in the ICE detention centers. They're being treated, like freaking animals in cages, and it's disgusting. So that's what you should really be upset about, not this whole raising a Mexican flag thing. I'd like to see a communist or a anarchist flag get raised over an ICE detention center. I'm not calling for an illegal act. I'm just saying I'd like to see that. Congresswomen who originally came from countries whose governments are a complete and total catastrophe, the worst, most corrupt and inept anywhere in the world, if they even have a functioning government at all, now loudly and viciously telling the people of the United States, the greatest and most powerful nation on earth, how our government is to be run. Why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came, then come back and show us how it's done? These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out free travel arrangements. Now, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is from a Puerto Rican family. Puerto Rico is a part of the United States of America. It gets drastically neglected and ignored by the United States of America, and specifically Trump. Like we had this hurricane recently where Trump just basically abandoned Puerto Rico, very similar to the way that George H.W. Bush abandoned New Orleans during Katrina, just a disgust. And in fact, look into the anarchist disaster relief organizations that were helping out in Puerto Rico and other places when those heavy storms were hitting. And look into the Cubans, who, not necessarily in Puerto Rico, but the Cubans have one of the best disaster relief organizations in the world. They go to other countries and help them. And the United States of America can't even help Puerto Rico, which is our imperialistically dominated island colony. And now apparently Donald Trump is saying that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez should go back to her own country. She was born in the United States of America, I think, to a Puerto Rican family. Let me check that. Yeah, even her father was born in the Bronx to a Puerto Rican family. So it's all, this is obviously absurdly ridiculous. It's almost not even, I almost feel like I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's like, we do have to acknowledge this shit.
Yeah.
We have to address how patently absurd and atrociously ridiculous this is. Of course, the people who Trump is dog whistling to don't give a shit. They don't consider Puerto Rico a part of America. They don't want Puerto Ricans in America. They don't want anybody who doesn't look like have this kind of skin They don't want them in the country.
And look at us, who's whiter.
Yeah, that's true. Luna does have whiter skin than me. That is true.
That's ridiculous about the skin color.
But the other, I mean, like, I don't know. It's so sickening. Will Van Spronson, who died trying to free the children, may we all be inspired from his example. Abolish ICE, free the children. Definitely abolish ICE. Definitely want to free the children. Will Van Spronson was 69
I
years
just
old.
read the article about the mother of the child who died in one of the concentration camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like 19 months child died there, and his mom came to the Congress of America, like to work with the government there, and she's crying, and then like show like it's so disgusting that they just received her message and then that's it, and then like we will work with it later. Like they didn't show any solution, or they don't fucking care.
They don't care. Was that I'm curious, is this being covered in the Vietnamese news at all?
Vietnamese news.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I hope the Vietnamese are aware of what's going on. I hope the whole world knows what's happening. I mean, this is like, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Look at this. Communities are safer when law enforcement agencies work together. And ICE continues to urge jurisdictions in California and other sanctuary locations to find ways to work with ICE to keep foreign criminals off of our streets. How's that for propaganda? How's that for just straight up freaking racist ass propaganda? That's just a straight up
foreign criminals.
Come on.
I mean, it's so disgusting.
Of course, they're going to appear on Fox News to discuss sanctuary policies. Of course, I wonder why they would choose that news organization. They really, really want like local cops to help them round up, people and throw them in concentration camps. They really want that cooperation and collaboration. That's a big part of their messaging.
I'm speechless. So horrible.
Check out the Friday 5, a weekly compilation of digital content from ICE. Oh my freaking God. Look at this propaganda. ICE.gov. I don't even want to go to this website. This is like, I feel like I'm going on the dark web right now. Do you know what I mean? Like I get this feeling of discomfort. Like I don't even want to click these links. I feel like it's exactly like if you're on the dark web and you're afraid you're going to find something like illegal. Only the problem is this is the law enforcement dark web. It's just disgusting. ICE removes 37 Cambodian nationals. Almost all were convicted criminals. There's this really great podcast called Ear Hustle. It's a little bit liberal in the sense that it's absolutely not calling for like prison abolition or anything like that. But there's good stuff. There's good information. I'm very fascinated with the prison system in America. I watch a lot of YouTubers that are like former convicts. After Prison Show's a pretty good channel. Again, not a prison abolitionist, but there's a lot of information that you can get from those channels. But anyway, in Ear Hustle, they interviewed a Cambodian guy who he's grown up in America. I think he was born in Cambodia, but he's grown up in America and like knows nothing about, he doesn't speak the Cambodian language or anything like that, I think. Or he doesn't speak it well or something. But anyway, he's like never been to Cambodia and he's like waiting to get out of prison. And as soon as he gets out of prison, they're going to send him to Cambodia. And he's just like terrified because he's like, I have no idea, what am I going to do when I get there? I mean, it's awful.
I'm afraid that USA will become the new time fascist country.
You're afraid? It's already happened. I mean, come on. It's not a future case
it's
scenario.
It's exactly the way the German treat the
Luna, that's
Jewish...
what's I mean, it's like it's
exactly
all but
it's
fascism. There's no other way to put it. It's fascism.
They treat
it's
the
racist fascism.
Exactly like German treat the Jewish people.
I mean, that's why a lot of synagogues are helping to shelter immigrants, by the way.
Oh my God.
Work for ICE. Opla is hiring attorneys. Of course they are, because they're doing so much illegal shit. They're probably getting sued to hell and back. There are vacancies in multiple locations. Don't work for ICE. Work against ICE, everybody. So there's this old pyramid of capitalist system, and it's like got all the like the capitalists at the top and the monarchists and blah 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 blah. Luna's gonna make an updated version of this, like a modern version. So she's working on that.
It'll take me a lot of time and effort to draw it, but I'm working on it.
Yeah. So right here, the "we shoot at you" part, Luna, this is where you take some notes because this is what I was talking about with the militarized police.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, exactly.
Look at these
I will
guys.
draw this.
Look at this. They've got like the freaking bulletproof vests and the camouflage. These are cops. Give me a friggin' break. Look at this is all militarized police porn. Young Simba, profit is the unpaid wage of the working class.
Exactly.
Yes, it is. That's very well
And
concisely
so
put.
many people agree that those our unpaid salary money, is like our bosses deserve it.
Oh yeah, they deserve
They
it
deserve
because
it. Because it's impossible to have a equal beneficial relationship. It's okay.
Parasites. They're parasites. So here's what I want to do. I want to take a look back to the first. I want to take a look at the first Breadcast without Luna, and then I want to take a look at the first Breadcast with Luna. We could just kind of take a trip down memory lane. I don't know why it's echoing like that.
Yeah, echoing.
I probably made a mistake then, a year ago.
Always technical problem. Always.
Oh yeah, you'll see a lot of technical problems.
Come on.
I am.
Welcome to Breadcast.
Oh my God! Look how he looked just 1 year
hear
ago.
this.
Oh my God! You look so young.
I can't hear it.
What happened to you, American?
I wear headphones.
It's been a
Oh,
long.
you look so
Thought that
handsome.
would look more
What
professional.
happened to you now?
And
Why don't you put your
by a
headphones
lot,
on?
I mean, probably two
Look, I finally
things.
fixed the audio.
I have two things planned today, and I'm
Look
going
at
to need your help
that,
along the
jeez.
way. So,
I mean, he was really
yeah,
handsome.
First thing I want to say is
Look how
we
bad
are
it is. No idea what I'm doing.
having an active
Oh, look, the
monsoon.
White
right
balance
now
is
in
just
Vietnam.
jumping around all over the place.
And it is affecting my internet. Monster alien.
Oh my gosh. Oh look! Charlie Kirk is in the first episode.
Battling along
Yes.
Hey, I did have a
endorse
graphics
this
package.
meme. This meme is wrecked.
Oh, that was a good meme to wreck.
And
Baby
we have
face
one more,
Johnson.
last but not least. This is a good old-fashioned
Look how boring it is without Luna.
Charlie Kirk meme.
Hey, look!
in
Look,
one
it's me and me.
meme
Look at this guy. How you doing,
Uh,
buddy? Let me just
Hi.
pet your beard a little bit.
Captain Kirk,
Nice to see it.
who's
Pick your
kinda
nose.
cool
Don't pick your
and who I
nose,
kinda
EJ.
Oh my
And we have-
God.
It was
Okay, next
pretty
one.
bad.
The first one with
Pretty
me.
bad. Should be starting soon. Did you see that mistake? You just have to look at my on my face when I realize it. It's gonna happen. There you go. Look, I was like, oh shit.
Oh my God! Look at me, teeny tiny in the back. Oh
Yeah.
my God! I can't.
So this was when Luna was still not exactly sure if she wanted to get involved, and so
Yes.
I was like, "Please, will you just be my operator in the back?"
Subscriber
And she's like, "Well, what do I have to do?" And I was like, "You just have to sit in the back and look like an operator."
For the first time is our lovely operator Luna.
This is the first
and
time.
All the rest.
This is the first moment that Luna's ever been on YouTube with us.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If and when we have technical disruptions, please inform me.
This was
because
less than a year
otherwise
ago, by
I'll
the
just
way.
keep talking
Look
Yeah.
how
11
fast.
like
months
a silly
ago.
goose.
It's pretty
Welcome
good
to
when you can
this
see
very special
progress like
episode
this.
of Breadcast. And thank
Look
you
at her little
for
smile on your face. So
Wow,
pretty.
in this live stream
darling.
I don't think
event.
you really talked much in this one though.
Yes. Oh, look at
Oh my
me,
goodness.
jeez. Ah.
Get this out of my way.
Look at the top of this person's head. I wonder who that is. Who's that person?
Oh, we're having all kinds of problems. American, get out of here. What are you doing? On
We
Labor
both
Day.
look a little bit younger, don't we?
Without Labor Day.
Yeah.
We've aged a bit.
And,
Me more than you though. Look at.
Shit.
And yeah, and you should go
No,
subscribe
you still
now.
look.
I'm
You don't look
pacing
a
now.
day over
I apologize.
30.
So go ahead and subscribe.
I'm just
so
kidding.
that
I'm just
you
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Don't.
What are we doing? We're still trying to fix the audio. It's like 15 minutes into the stream and we didn't fix the audio. Did we ever fix it?
Kind of a funny little anecdote.
I was born as a communist.
Luna's got
You
the
could see how
credit.
quickly she got into it
I was
though.
born with
This
it.
is just episode 3 that she's in,
Mm.
and she's already like coming out of her shell. It's really good.
Mm.
I'm just.
I'm glad you could join us today. Thank you very much. I'm sorry if today was a little bit of a bummer. We did want to celebrate. We got onto some dry, dirty, sad topics and stuff, but happy to be here, happy to be in front of all of you, and happy you could join us.
Mm.
Luna, you want to serenade us out?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, serenade us out.
ASMR.
Begin. Engage.
Đi từ bản làng xa xôi, chân em bước qua bao núi. núi nhìn theo lá rừng reo, chân em bước qua bao đèo. Núi muốn hỏi, suối nhắn hỏi, sao bạn mình vui thế? Xin nói cùng nghe, nào đừng nhiều, em vui nhiều. Hôm nay được về thủ đô thân yêu, đến thăm lăng Bác Hồ. Đứng trên quảng trường bát ngát, nghe như âm vang lời Bác. Em chẳng muốn rời chân đi, cũng chẳng nói được điều chi. Em ở tận chân non cao, nơi đây có hoa ban trắng. Em còn đi khắp nơi nơi, theo bước chân Bác Hồ.
What do you want for lunch?
I don't know.
We still have that pasta salad.
Oh, but it's not enough for both of us.
I'll eat it.
Shut up.
We'll share it, comrade.
All right.